What's happening, my beautiful people? My name is LaBelle. Welcome back to another episode of Closing Belle, our first episode of 2021. It just seems fitting with the time. I've got a great friend of mine, Ovvy's going to join us later on. We're going to talk about overpowered players, in fact, secretly overpowered players, guys you might not be using in your squad right now, right here. We're going to hook that up for you. We've got a lot of good material, all your news, information around Ultimate Team. This is your one-stop shop. FIFA forecast, what's happening around the community. We always have a new team of the week. We've got a new patch that's knocking on the door, but I think all the hype, the news, the excitement is around team of the year. It's that time of the season where we're gonna have 11 brand new players plus a helper, blues, clues. They will be easily the best players in their positions when we have this drop. We've had team of the year voting that has been happening. The energy, I can feel it. It's in the air. There's a certain FIFA ambiance between this portion of the season. I hope that you've been saving packs. If you have, how many packs do you have ready for team of the year? Because I know this is highly anticipated for good reason, and we're gonna have the best attackers, the best midfielders, and the best defenders. I teased it in the intro. I said we're talking overpowered players, and I say we because I'm joined by a good friend of mine, Ovvy. What's happening, my brother?
All good, bro. I cannot wait to actually talk about a few of the players. I've been checking Footbin, and I think I've got a few surprises in this overpowered list.
Well, that's sort of the goal. And when we get into overpowered players, even if they're secretly overpowered, I do still feel that some of you guys are going to say, well, I know about them. Well, good for you. Great. I'm happy that you know about them. But I think I'll kickstart it, and then I'll let you come in right after me. I got a name that I want to get off my chest. I hope that it's not on your list, because then we're going to match up. Ovvy and I did not discuss this previously. I can confirm that. You can confirm that, right, Ovvy? We have not gone through our list?
No, we haven't. Let's go.
Okay. So whatever matches up or does not match up, that's what it's going to be. I've got Van Bergen as my first choice, who is completely free. He's a winger coming out of the Dutch league. I see him used in starting 11s pretty frequently. I also see him coming off the bench as a super sub, but the price is right.
I think he has, if I'm not mistaken, 5 stars weak foot, right?
Yeah, 5-star weak foot. He's super quick, agility-wise, quick turning. Makes for a very dangerous wing-based player. Even a secondary striker, you probably get away with playing him in some sort of floating role.
If you go with Van Bergen, my opinion, my advice is don't link him up with a medium CM. So
we're going defenders. I'm going to jump around. I got a defender on my list. Let's see if you think this man is overpowered, but I believe it's the second in form, Tavernier, who's actually really cheap as well because he's not in a main league, is incredible from a defensive standpoint. Kind of gives you a little bit of everything between the pace, the physical positioning. He can run the wing back position offensively, defensively, and he's under 30,000 coins.
I think that a lot of pro players are actually using him. They've swapped from Walker to Tavernier. I also have his Red for Champions version.
Yeah, 22,000 coins on the PlayStation.
Yeah, it's super cheap, and it feels good also on the ball. There's something with the card that the combination of stats that he has translate very well in the game, and yeah, I can co-sign that. He's a super card.
But I'm gonna build off of that. I think maybe this is gonna be a trend. I'm going to try to just counter your choices here. I've got another Brazilian, not quite as cheap, 35,000 coins, dropped significantly in price, the inform Paulinho, who of course is in the Chinese league, which plays a factor with him being more affordable.
I actually think it's super easy because you've got nice Brazilian options from the Chinese league. You've got Talisca, if I'm not mistaken. You've got also Oscar, if he's still there, and there's
and Teixeira.
Yeah, Teixeira as a striker. I was about to say, you've got options. You can go on the left side or right side of your team and just build a very nice hybrid using Brazilian players. Let me tell you, please, about one more center back. Okay, it's the second one I'm talking about, but you guys need to know about him. I have not seen people using him. I'm talking about Rule Breaker or Inform Dinair. The Rule Breaker card is, you cannot do it anymore because it was an SBC, but you can get the Inform. And trust me, guys, I used this card when I hit 30-0 on the RTG account, and he is a rock.
Ovvy, give me a name. Give me a name. Where are you going?
Actually, I'm gonna tell you about a center back that I've been having nightmares playing against. His stats don't show that he's such an amazing player, but he actually feels like a monster in game. I'm talking about the inform of Kunde from the Spanish league, Frenchman, good, perfect link actually with Varane, an absolutely overpowered center back that doesn't have high physical stats, but with defending being high, with the pace, with the sprint speed being high, makes him perfectly compatible with FIFA 21.
I'm going to give you one last name, then we're going to see what Ovvy sends us off with, and we're getting into our guest showdown today. I've got De La Feo, who I think is just a brilliant winger, and he was also free. If you were willing to grind, he was an objective foot item, cost you absolutely 0 coins, just an investment of your time, and he is spectacular. I don't know who he knows at EA Sports, how he was able to finagle or finesse this foot item, but whether it's a super sub, whether he's in the starting 11, if you're doing something in the Serie A, I have been so impressed, or even if you have the Spanish links, in order to incorporate him into a squad.
I'm gonna end things up with my last player pick, another player that at this moment is super cheap. I've seen people using gold Maximin. As funny as that sounds, a gold card that costs, I don't know, 2,000-3,000 coins is insane. Okay, you might say his shooting ain't good at all, but you play him on the wing. He's actually 4,000 coins. You play him on the wing. He's got deadly dribbling, deadly pace, and he just fits the meta.
I think he's going to be right where he's supposed to be. At the end of the day, to be a top-level FIFA player, it's never just one area of the game that you're special in. I talked about Anders being very good defensively, understanding how to put people in uncomfortable matchups, being decisive. I've done breakdowns on this. I'll do a breakdown of your gameplay here soon, too. Congrats on the 30, by the way. I saw when that went out. But that wraps up our overpowered players, or secretly overpowered players. Let us know what guys are we leaving off. There's so many names that kind of fit into this category, and it's very much so subjective. So we want your opinions, but let's get into the guest showdown.
Yeah.
Today's guest showdown, we have Arsenal versus Chelsea trivia, or Arsenal or Chelsea, both having uncharacteristically poor seasons. So we're going to use this guest showdown to look back on some of their brighter moments. Below we have 10 facts, and you have to guess if the facts are true for Chelsea or for Arsenal. Obviously, I did not put this together, and Ovvy does not trust me, and I don't trust Ovvy, so we have to write them down and show the camera. Do you have a piece of paper or something that you are...
Actually got my phone. I can write on it.
Okay, of course
it's
you can
all
write
good.
on the phone. All right, well, let's get right into it, because I don't take pride in knowing Chelsea or Arsenal's history throughout the years. I mean, I know some of both, but I think there's gonna be a lot of guessing here. All right, so our first selection here was involved in the first ever broadcast match on radio. I know. These club.
Okay.
All right, I put it on screen. What did you go with?
Arsenal.
Arsenal. I think Arsenal's been around longer.
Let's see.
Arsenal's correct.
Oh.
Okay. Won a gold version of the Premier League trophy. I don't know if my reasoning behind this makes any sense, but I've put my name, I've put something up.
Okay, let's go.
All right. I put Arsenal because I remember, of course, the Invincibles, and I feel like that would have been the time of getting a special trophy.
Okay, I put Chelsea.
Arsenal it is.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean that's the right year. I have no idea. Fielded an entirely foreign side in a Premier League match.
I think someone has already seen the answers. Let's see. Okay.
All right. Where'd you go?
Chelsea.
And I went Arsenal. Now we're gonna flip-flop. Okay.
Who's the record for longest unbeaten streak at home? Who'd you have?
I went Arsenal.
Chelsea.
You know this one. Damn it! He knows this one.
Yeah, Mourinho, man. Come on, he was.
Of course. You know what I'm thinking though? I'm still thinking so stuck on Invincibles. Like, they didn't drop any games. Appointed 3 managers in a row. Where'd you go?
Chelsea.
Yeah, that's Chelsea. I knew that one. All right. The most recent of the 2 to be relegated.
Okay.
Relegated.
Okay, just give me a bit of time to search it on Google.
Yeah. Watch his hands, watch his eyes, everything.
Down to the camera.
I don't like my choice. I'm switching choices. All right, here we go. I went Chelsea as well. So neither of us are gonna make moves here. It's Chelsea. Yes. Okay. Has more Premier League. It says championships, but it really should be titles. It should be titles. Wait, I think I'm changing my answer on this one too.
You're changing it also. Man, come on.
I've done a double switch. This is my final answer. Here we go.
Let me see.
Where'd
Arsenal here.
Arsenal. That's where I went as well. First club to win the Premier League and FA Cup in the same year. First, I feel like I should know this, and it's bothering me that I'm on.
Okay. Arsenal to the camera. What do you have?
Well, I had put Chelsea, and then you said what you put, and I could not. I was like still my switch up stage, but I couldn't do the switch. So I think this is going to be a problem for me. Ah! I was like on the fence there. I was moving. I was convincing myself. All right. Holds the most record for clean sheets in the Champions League. I now know that I'm out of this, so I'm salty.
What? I don't think you're out yet. I don't think I have more
You
than
have to,
two.
I gotta get both these right, and you have to miss both, I think.
Yeah, but they're hard. I don't think I'm gonna get them.
I've put an answer up. Have you?
I have also. What'd you have?
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
So either way, nope. It's Arsenal. Damn, that could have been one that I made it. That's one I could have made it. The only British club to have won all three of UEFA's major trophies: the Champions League, Europa League, and Cup Winners' Cup.
Okay, I'm done.
Cool. Where'd you go?
Chelsea.
I went Chelsea as well. Correct. There were good moments in that. There were bad moments in that. I am, I think, a little disappointed on a couple of my selections. They just should have been better.
I think the only one, thank you, the only one you should be disappointed is the clean sheet home for the team. I think it was an obvious Chelsea win there.
Yeah, you know which one I was kind of disappointed was the fielding of all the foreign players. Because I'm sure it was in the Abramovich era as well. I'm sure of it. I didn't see the questions. You didn't see the questions. We did it together. It's early in the morning my time. I'm still waking up right now. I'm trying to find excuses. Thank you so much for coming on, Ovvy. Where do the people find you?
Thank you also, Mike. It was really cool. I think they already know where to find me. YouTube, Ovvy FIFA is my YouTube channel. And Instagram, Twitter, same address.
Just put Ovvy, O-V-V-Y on anything and everything, and you're locked in to some piece of content that Ovvy's putting out. But we really appreciate your time. As always, it's been a while since we got together, and I kind of got to see your face, sort of, but not quite the same way that I would have liked. But post-pandemic, I'm sure that we are due to get together in person. And we have a lot more content coming out ASAP.